thrilling episode of Calcio Chronicles, where we talk about Serie A stories and beyond. I'm your host, Sheida, a football passionate language coach. Joining me is the insightful Massimo Caputi, who is Italy's top football analyst and sports journalist. Hi, Massimo.
Hi, Sheida. Nice to see you. Welcome to everybody to our podcast. We are ready for starting.
Yes, absolutely. We are back after 2 weeks with a pause of the Italian national team, where I would like to start from there. Do you agree, Massimo?
Yes, I agree.
Absolutely. Okay, let's dive in to the national team. Okay, what a night for the Azzurri. Luciano Spalletti acknowledged that the Ukraine posed kind of like a serious challenge for them. But what is important is that now Italy secures their spot in Euro 2024. But hold on, it wasn't really like an easy match, was it? They had controversial moments, physicality, and basically football at its peak. Massimo, what are your thoughts on Italy's performance in this tough qualifier?
For Italian national team has been very, very important. The final draw, the result, and the qualification, and because we need this after when the Italy missed the qualification for the World Championship and in the European competition, in European Championship, we are the winner of the last edition. Has been a very hard-fought victory, and because at the end of the match, in the final 15 minutes, Italia suffered a lot, but before, my opinion is played well, and in Italian national team missed only the goal because for 1 hour played better than Ukraine.
Yeah, and we've seen that Spalletti hugged every player and staff member after the game. Now, it was an emotional moment, I imagine, not only for them on the pitch, but for all Italy. So Spalletti mentions the level stepping up. So what challenges do you foresee for Italy in this Euro 2024, especially after such a very demanding qualifier?
Spalletti changed the feeling of the team, and also the tactical, because Spalletti likes 4-3-3 and a special football, offensive football in the midfield of the opponents, and we have only a big problem, I believe. The problem is in forward. We need an important striker, and Scamacca for Raspadori are completely different characteristics. No, Raspadori is a forward and a striker with a lot of technique. Scamacca is physical, but at the moment, for me, the big problem for Italy is this position on the field. We need a striker, as Lukaku, as Vlahovic, as other striker as them, and so. But we have time, and we hope that in the Serie A, born a new striker.
Okay, yes, I absolutely agree with you. Now, talking about Serie A, shall we get back to Serie A after this couple of weeks that we were away? Shall we?
Yeah. We need to speak around the Serie A.
Yeah. Let's get to that. Okay, we're back to Serie A after 2 weeks, and we've got a Serie A plot twist that's shaking things up in Napoli. Napoli's decision to bring back Walter Mazzarri after sacking Rudy Garcia has all of us wondering, is this like a return to the future for Napoli, or are there more surprises in store? Massimo, what's your take on this plot twist?
Napoli have to change, had to change, and Mazzarri knows very well the city, the club, the president, and my opinion is that the choice of De Laurentiis has been good. Now we are curious to understand and to see the new Napoli of Mazzarri, because Mazzarri have to change something, and especially Mazzarri have to change the way in this Serie A for Napoli, and immediately Mazzarri has a big match and a difficult match against Atalanta, and I am curious to see what Mazzarri will change, in defense, in the midfield, in forward, but especially how Mazzarri will change the feeling of the team.
The mindset of the players, you think?
Yes, exactly.
Big impact on that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I think after the loss to Empoli, it was about time for a change in Napoli. It was inevitable.
Yes, the job of Garcia has been terrible for some things, because miss and Garcia has been a lot of mistakes during the first part of the season, during the match, in the lineups, and so also the people didn't love him. And
I imagine the atmosphere in Naples.
And now we have enthusiasm. We have more feeling from the fan of Napoli to Mazzarri.
Okay. Yes, also because for them it's like returning to someone that they already know. Okay, now let's talk about round 13 finally. Round 13 brings basically the clash between the top 6 clubs, the first top 6 clubs in this round. What are your thoughts about, first of all, the upcoming matches, but also the performance of the teams and their shape in this moment?
It's always difficult to know how the team will play when the Serie A restart after the matches of national teams. And but we are sure that we will have interesting and tough matches because we have 3 big matches. The first, obviously, is Juventus Inter, and the second is Atalanta Napoli, and the third is Milan Fiorentina. And all people, all newspaper and media were speaking during these 2 weeks around Juventus Inter, the derby of Italy, Il derby d'Italia.
Derby d'Italia.
Derby d'Italia. And
it's the moment everybody's waiting for.
It's an historical match, but in this season, in this moment, is very, very, very important because Inter and Juventus are on the top of the standings, and so this match is more important than in other occasion.
Yeah, and so what do you expect from this showdown?
I expected a physical match, very hard, because are two strong team, not only for technique but especially for physical. No,
Yeah.
a characteristic of the players of the team. Juventus has some problems for the lineups because has many players injured, and probably only in forward Allegri doesn't have problem, but in defense and in the midfield Allegri has more injured. But and Inter is probably the best team for technique, for and also for the determination. In this year, Inter is convinced to win the title, and the test against Juventus is a big test for the ambitions of Inzaghi and of Inter. And it's very difficult to understand and to predict, the result and the way of the game. But I am sure that will be an emotional match.
Yeah. Okay, I agree. We get to that when we talk about the next round previews in more detail. Now, let's talk about AC Milan and the drama that's going on there. Of course, Giroud's dissent leading to a red card in the draw with Lecce. It was quite a drama, wasn't it? So what are your thoughts on Giroud's behavior and how this might actually affect Milan's standing in the league?
But the problem of Milan are especially the injury, because also in the next match Leao will miss, and Leao is as Giroud very important, for the fortune of Milan.
Exactly. When there is a key player like that and then gets a red card, it's going to have some effect.
I believe that for Milan is important. The victory is not important how, but is important to do the victory. Try to
it's important to win, not how you win.
And will be very difficult because Fiorentina, we know, play a great football. Sometimes Fiorentina lost, but at the same time Fiorentina could to win in every stadium and against all opponents because play well. And so for Pioli especially is important the victory, because the fan and don't like so much in this moment Pioli, and for this the victory is important for the standings, but also for the position of Pioli.
Okay, perfect. So now, as we're heading into the round 13, as you were mentioning, we have so many big matches to look forward to. So I am curious to know your predictions and insights for these matches. So without further ado, let's get to the next round previews. Okay. Serie A starts with round 13 with a showdown as Salernitana hosts Lazio this Saturday. Now, Salernitana might be sitting at the bottom of the table in the 20th place with 5 points, but they're eager to turn the tide, especially with home advantage. Now, on the other side, Lazio is currently in the 10th spot with 17 points and is looking to maintain their position. It's going to be an intriguing clash with both teams having something to prove. What do you think? Can Salernitana break this streak, or will Lazio secure these 3 points? predictions, please.
Both teams need victories and need points. The absence of Luis Alberto is very, very important for Lazio because he's the first in this season. For me, Lazio is favored, and so for me, it's possible the victory of Lazio.
Lazio. Okay, awesome. Now, exciting times also as we head into one of our big matches of this round, as Atalanta and Napoli get ready to clash this Saturday. Both teams are in the top 5 in Serie A, with Atalanta sitting at number 5 with 20 points, closely followed by Napoli at number 4 with 21 points after 12 intense matches and now a new coach. Massimo, considering the strengths and recent performances of both teams, how do you see this battle unfolding?
But we know the ambitions and the strength of Atalanta, but at the same times, Napoli wants to change, the feeling with the Serie A and the way in this season. It's difficult to predict the final result, but my feeling is the victory of Napoli.
Oh, okay. Well, it's going to be a great win for Mazzarri if he can actually do that. We're looking forward to this match. Okay, looking ahead, we've got a thrilling clash between Milan and Fiorentina at San Siro this Saturday. The stakes are very high as Milan sitting at number 3 on the table with 23 points after 12 matches, while Fiorentina holds the 6th spot with 20 points from the same number of games. Now, let's dive into the team form. So Milan has had a bit of a roller coaster ride recently, collecting 4 points from their last 3 matches. A defeat against Udinese, a rebound with a victory against Paris Saint-Germain. Now on home soil, Milan has been formidable, but Fiorentina, on the other hand, seems to be finding their rhythm finally, winning twice in their last 3 matches, including the victory against Bologna. Massimo, considering the recent form of both teams, what's your take on this clash at San Siro?
It's an interesting match, and everything is possible, no? Probably is possible a draw. I believe in this match, and if I have to say who could win, I believe more Fiorentina than Milan.
Oh, okay. That's surprising.
Yes, a big surprise, no?
Yeah. Okay. Now, looking ahead, we have the interesting match between Cagliari and Monza. Now, Cagliari finds themselves in a position sitting in 18th place in the Serie A table with 9 points from 12 matches. And their recent form shows a mix of results, including a 1-1 draw against Udinese, a 2-1 win over Genoa, and a 2-1 defeat against Juventus, with only 2 wins from their last 6 home matches. Cagliari has a challenge on their hands. On the other side, Monza, currently sitting at the 9th place with 17 points. They had a slightly more stable run. In their last 3 matches, they drew 1-1 with Udinese, secured a 1-3 victory against Verona, and had a 1-1 draw with Torino. However, Monza's away form has seen 2 wins, 1 draw, and 3 losses. So, Massimo, considering the recent performances and the stakes for both teams, how do you see this matchup unfolding?
It's always difficult to play against Monza, away at home. And but in this match, Cagliari needs point, and so my prediction is the victory of Cagliari. Difficult victory, but victory.
Victory of Cagliari. Okay.
Yes.
Now, next one, my eyes are on Frosinone versus Genoa, which is going to be this Sunday. Frosinone is currently sitting at the 12th place in Serie A standings with 15 points and had a mixed bag of results. They had draws and blah. But on the other side, Genoa is just 1 point below at 13th place with 14 points. And is coming off a roller coaster of performances. Considering as we look ahead for this match, what are your thoughts about this match and who can win?
This match has been funny, because both teams play well. Especially Frosinone, and also Genoa is a solid team with Gilardino on the bench, and so for me, the probable result could be a draw. Is important for them to take point. Also, one, but is important, to continue the way for the salvation.
Okay, perfect. Now looking ahead, we've got another intriguing Serie A clash on the horizon, which is between Empoli and Sassuolo. Empoli facing off against Sassuolo is going to be interesting because considering the recent form, Empoli sits at number 17 in the Serie A table with only 10 points, while Sassuolo is at number 15 with 12 points after 12 matches played. Empoli's recent games have been a roller coaster. So they had a 3-0 loss against Atalanta, a 2-1 defeat by Frosinone, and then a surprising win against Napoli. Quite a mix, isn't it? So they've had some struggles with just one home win in the last Serie A matches. So, Massimo, do you think... actually, no, let me talk also about Sassuolo. Now, shifting focus on Sassuolo, they've had quite a bit of a rough patch. They come from a draw against Spezia, a 2-1 loss to Torino, and a draw with Salernitana in their 6 away games. They only have secured 1 win. So, Massimo,
but
who do you think will win?
I can
predictions.
I can tell you that it's very difficult to know how will be the performance of Sassuolo. Sometimes the performance is great, and sometimes is bad. And so I don't know which Sassuolo we will see against Empoli. And also the Empoli, the football is strange because after an important victory as Empoli did against Napoli, sometimes the second match is not so good, and so probably the probable result could be a draw for this point, for Sassuolo and for Empoli.
Okay, very good. So you go for a draw.
Yeah, for me, yes.
Okay. Next one on the line, we have another interesting, exciting match, which is going to be Roma versus Udinese this Sunday. We've got Roma enjoying the home advantage against Udinese. Now, let's get into some stats. Roma is currently at the 7th place with 18 points. and faced a mix of results in their last 3 outings. A win against Lecce, a setback against Prague, and a draw with Lazio. Now, the Stadio Olimpico has been a bit of a fortress for them, winning 4 of their last 6 Serie A games there. On the flip side, Udinese, which is placed 16th with 11 points, had a roller coaster ride in their recent matches. So they had a defeat to Cagliari, a notable victory against Milan, and a draw with Atalanta. Let's talk about unpredictable. Now, when it comes to away games, considering all these team dynamics and the upcoming fixtures, what's your take on Roma versus Udinese?
The change of the manager has been good for Udinese, and has demonstrated the last results of Udinese. But Roma need to win, absolutely. And for Mourinho, the good news is the return of Lorenzo Pellegrini, the captain. And so with Lorenzo Pellegrini, Dybala behind Lukaku, the possibilities for scoring of Roma are a lot. And so for me is the probable result is the victory of Roma, and I think this.
Okay, perfect. Next one is going to be the clash of titans, Juventus-Inter, which everybody is looking forward to, and we were speaking about it on the second part. Both teams look like they are in stellar form. What are your insights about this match? If you would like to add any other points, and your prediction more than anything. What's your prediction?
My prediction is a draw. And the best result possible for this both team, because both we don't want to lose. It's important to don't lose, because this match is too important for the standings, and so my prediction is a draw. But if I have to say which team could win, I say Inter.
Inter. Okay, you go for Inter. Oh, we'll see if you get that right. Okay. Next one on the line, we're going to have Verona versus Lecce. The stats are telling quite a story there. Verona has a solid track record against Lecce, winning at least 4 of the matches. It's a compelling matchup, wouldn't you think? What are your takes on this match, Massimo?
The situation of the two teams is not so good. Started well, but now the results were negative, and so the draw is a problem in this situation. And so my prediction is a draw.
A draw. Okay, fine. Now, last but not least, as always, it's going to be the upcoming clash between Bologna and Torino. And now, Torino has been quite a hurdle for Bologna in recent times. In fact, Torino is unbeaten in 7 of their last 8 encounters with Bologna, managing just 1 victory in that period. It's a history, that adds some spice to this match, let's say. Interestingly, when it comes to Bologna hosting Torino, the stats are a bit more in favor of the home side. As this is going to be our last match of this round, what are your predictions, Massimo, for this match?
It's an interesting match. Bologna play well, and also Torino now has continuity. My prediction is a victory of Bologna and Zirze. I want to see Zirze. I like so much this player, and I want to say a victory of Bologna.
Victory of Bologna. Maybe
Yes.
with a goal of Zirze. Why not? Okay, and that's it. That was the last match of round 13. Thank you, Massimo, as always, for all your insights and
Thank you too.
It was a very great episode. Thank you again. So, shall we see each other next week?
Yes, we will see. We will see next week.
Okay, awesome. Take care, and thank you to all of our listeners. If you're following us from near or far, all the football lovers and Serie A lovers from all the world, thank you so much for listening to us. We're going to be back next week with more insights on Serie A. Follow us and subscribe and all that jazz. Take care. Bye-bye.